I'll let you go on about your way, but you need to leave the property.
Okay, so you're telling me I have to leave the property right now?
Yes.
And if I don't leave the property, I'll be placed under arrest?
I didn't say that, did I?
Okay, so you're telling me, are you ordering me or are you asking me to leave? They're two different things.
I'm directing you to leave the property unless you follow procedure.
Okay, and if I don't leave the property, what happens?
We're not going to go down that road, Steve. Okay.
Well, look,
if you want to walk you stop to talk to us.
That's fine.
But I'm telling you, you need to leave the property.
And what happens if I don't leave?
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
I'm not doing that. I want a supervisor here.
I am the sergeant.
Yeah, well, there's people above sergeants.
You can deal with me.
Am I detained right now?
No, you're not.
Okay, so you don't suspect me of any crimes?
In Renton, Washington, a tense confrontation unfolded as Sergeant Scott of the local police department attempted to order independent journalist Steve to leave public property. Despite the officer's claim that the area required formal check-in, Steve firmly stood his ground, defending his constitutional rights and challenging the legal basis of the order with sharp reasoning. Does a police directive to leave always carry the force of law if no crime has been committed, or is it simply an attempt to curtail a citizen's right to government oversight? Watch how Steve navigates the pressure of dealing with a sergeant to better understand the boundary between a lawful order and official overreach.
Welcome to ID Refusal 101. We're here to arm you with legal knowledge to protect yourself. Subscribe now to know your rights and how to assert them. And now, enjoy the video.
Hey.
Can we help you with anything?
No, at least you got maybe an energy drink or something. That first round of coffee didn't work for me this morning, so.
Got water, sorry.
It's all right, man. You guys have a good day.
Yeah, you too. Just curious, I mean, do you work for the city?
Oh, no. Just working on a story.
Or?
I'm just working. I can't really get into it more than that right now, but just investigating something. So.
Okay.
All right. You guys have a good day. Take care out at the airport.
Thank you.
It's a pretty good sized public works facility as one would expect. I think that is over there where you see that big tower. I believe that is the 911 the emergency management system. So for King County. Pretty amazing to see how much goes on at these places. And I always love going around and getting B-roll footage, even if it's not necessarily related. Like, I've worked on some stories having to do with alleged theft. I did one in Spokane for that, so that was interesting.
Can I help you?
No, I think I'm good to go, man.
You're on city property, it's public property, but if you want to be on our land, you have to come up front, check in, and be escorted.
Why would you say that?
Because I don't allow anybody in here unless I know who they are and what they're doing. I didn't say you couldn't come, you'll be escorted.
Oh, if you want to come around with me, that's fine.
Yeah. But if you're leaving, then there's no problem.
Oh, I'm not done yet.
Well, then go up, check in the front office, tell them who you are, where you're from, and then we'll give you an escort.
Oh, I don't identify.
Doesn't matter. If you want to be here, I'll have to call the police on you. I'm just asking you to come check in, and I'll give somebody to go with you. I didn't say you couldn't be on our property. We just don't allow access to anybody.
On whose property?
Ours, up here, the cities. It belongs to the public.
Oh, yeah, okay, gotcha.
Public. Yeah. I don't have a problem with that. It's just we don't allow people here unless we know who they are. Somebody could be doing wrong stuff back here. Sure. We have no idea. You could be spraying chemical poison on water pipes that we have no idea.
Sure, yeah.
So I'm just trying to protect everyone and give you access as well.
Yeah, I mean, I could have F-18 Hornets circling overhead, getting ready to call for a bombing run on you, but we don't all just huddle ourselves, or shouldn't, into a terror corner and just, you know, fear for our lives.
I do, because there are so many people that want to do bad things to other folks.
Well, I like to think, I mean, you're probably an astute individual that has the ability to read people pretty well. I probably don't come across as the evil overlord ready to annihilate the universe.
You're not.
So in that vein, like I said, I love being, first of all, an American, and I absolutely love my Fourth Amendment. I think it's one of the best things ever.
I do too. So
I just don't like to ID because you work for the government, and I just don't like IDing with the government. It's nothing personal, but at the same time, I just, you know, want to finish my work and get back to it. So
okay, well, if you go check in up front, you'll be allowed access. If not, I'm going to call the police and have you removed.
Sure, yeah. If you want to give a 911 a call, or I guess you could
certainly do that.
Probably walk over there. I think that is over there where you see that big tower. I believe that is the 911 the emergency management system. I don't know if it's quick or not.
That's all behind. I don't have problems. I just want to know who's on our premises, and that's ours as well.
Yeah.
So if you care to check in up front, that's great. If you don't, I'll call 911.
Sure. Yeah. If you want to give 911 a call,
I'll take care of that.
Okay.
And until then, if you excess, please go away. Are you calling for me?
Yeah, I can't. I mean, I got to finish my work. So.
What's your work?
What's that? Just working on something. Can't really get into it now, but when I'm done, if you guys got a business card, if you got one now, I'm happy to email you and let you know.
I certainly do. If you want to go up front, I'll get it to you.
Yeah, when I'm done, you know, just getting B-roll footage.
We got 911 coming, so you're going to be here with us.
Oh yeah, well, I'm going to keep walking around, but if you want to walk with me, man, that's cool.
Pat! That guy in the picture, I'll have him go.
What was your name again?
George.
George?
Yeah.
What do you do here, George?
I'm the manager of the city's drinking water system.
Oh, okay, cool.
And for right now, I'm the acting guy. Our other guy just retired, so we'll certainly give you access and let you walk around. We don't have a problem with that. So we'll certainly give you access and let you walk around. We don't have a problem with that. It's just being by yourself.
Okay.
So I'll get Pat, the guy in the gray shirt.
And then I'll just make sure I wait for the police too. I don't want them to think I'm running or anything.
No. Pat will come with you, and then Pat has the credentials to walk you around the yard.
Oh, I thought you were going to call the police.
I already have.
Oh, you already have. Okay.
I'm not throwing you out.
Gotcha.
What I'm trying to tell you is, you don't want to check in.
Correct.
Or any of the stuff.
Yeah.
I'm going to have the police take care of it. It's not my job to do that.
Fair enough, man. Have a good day, George.
Try to take care of the drinking water.
Hey, you have a good day, George. Hey, nothing wrong with having people have a walk along, right? What's your name?
Tim.
Steve.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Tim. Oh, the Public Works.
Oh.
Yeah, Public Works specifically.
Have we not satisfied you with our services?
Oh, I'm not a customer.
Oh,
yeah, like I said, I'm working on a story. Yeah.
So our customers don't think we do a good
Well,
job?
I can't get into that now. So there's a few different kinds of journalists out there. There's those that you see on TV, you know, as anchors, and then there's ones like me that get our feet on the street. We're investigative journalists, so we get out there, and I'm just getting some B-roll footage right now, and that's about it. So.
Yeah, Woodward's coming over, patrol people, figure out what your deal is.
Gotcha. Yeah, and I don't want this to sound, you know, rude or anything, but they're never going to know what I'm doing in any universe will that ever happen. I can promise you that.
We're used to dealing with people like you, so that's fine.
Used to dealing with journalists coming in to get B-roll footage.
Oh, now we know what you're doing.
Well, it says working on a story. I mean, usually that's a journalist.
So. Yeah, I think sometimes it's better if you
make an appointment or just
might have gone
up.
through the front.
Oh yeah,
it's public property, but
sure.
How would you feel if somebody came in and you were unaware, and that you'd never seen that person before? Wouldn't you be concerned on your own maybe safety?
No.
Oh.
I mean, we're all Americans, right? We all do our thing, and you know, freedom's messy a little bit sometimes. But like I said, you know, I'm working, and the idea, especially as to your point, you know, giving you guys advance warning. You know, that's the kind of thing anchors do. Investigative journalists, when they're out in the field working.
What are you investigating?
Public Works.
Public Works?
Yeah. So, I mean, if you guys get notice in advance, like, hey, this thing is going on, blah, 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 usually, and I'm not saying you two specifically, but some people will be like, uh-oh, he's going to come down. Let's clean it up, make it look really great. There'll be nothing to report on, right?
I don't know what you're looking into. I don't know what
well, yeah, I'm not
about Public Works. But,
yeah, I'm not going to share it with you now.
When George, the water system manager, demands that Steve check in and accept an escort, he creates an unlawful barrier to press freedom. George justifies this through security fears, yet legally, Steve is well within his rights to practice ID refusal since he is on city-owned public property. Under the Fourth Amendment, citizens are protected against unreasonable seizures and demands for identification without reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime. Steve executes a textbook ID refusal by arguing that public property belongs to the people and an investigative journalist gathering B-roll does not require government permission or supervision. George's threat to call 911 is a classic example of using official authority to coerce a citizen into waiving their privacy rights. In this encounter, Steve is legally correct to maintain his ID refusal because filming in public spaces is a protected activity under the First Amendment. The key takeaway is that you are not obligated to identify yourself simply to satisfy the curiosity or baseless fears of government employees. Consistent ID refusal is essential to maintaining constitutional boundaries and preventing the normalization of police-style tactics in non-criminal public interactions.
But I mean, at nighttime, this is closed. It's not public property.
Oh,
so it's not.
Well, it's public property. It's just not accessible after. Sure,
But
of course,
Is it really
yeah.
accessible now to just anybody can come in here?
Well, yeah, public property. There's no signage or anything that restricts access here.
I don't know. I'm asking.
I mean, you can look in RCW 90, 52, 70, and 80. That's the trespass statutes for Washington State. And it's really clear. This would be Section 70 for outside. It's really clear. The defenses for criminal trespass found in Section 90 are really clear. If it's open to the public, if
So, what else do you need to film, or are you just wanting a confrontation, or are you just gonna? You have a certain
okay, well,
agenda
that's
or goal, or what?
Weird that there's a couple of. Yeah, thanks, George. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
So, yeah.
Well, to answer one question of yours, which is, do I have more video and photo to get? Yes.
Okay.
Why would I want a confrontation? There's been nothing confrontational about me.
All right.
That's bizarre. I mean, why not ask a question? Are you getting ready to have a bombing run take place here? Are you going to have paratroopers come in and assault the place? I mean, that's just weird. I got all sorts of weird questions I can ask.
You're wearing a mask and no one else
It's a little chilly, man.
Oh, okay.
It's a little
He doesn't want
chilly.
us to film him, but
He doesn't want us to.
It's a little
One of
chilly.
those guys.
This guy will help you right here.
Yeah, it's a little
These
chilly.
two guys will help you.
All right. Well, I'm going to go finish up. You guys have a good day.
The debate over the boundary between public property and access rights peaks as George attempts to impose arbitrary time restrictions to force Steve to leave. However, Steve demonstrates superior legal knowledge by directly citing Washington State statutes RCW 9A.52.070 and 080 to defend his standing. Legally, a public area lacking restrictive signage or physical barriers is considered open to the public via implied consent, and filming there is a protected First Amendment activity. Steve's ID refusal strategy proves highly effective, as he points out that Section 090 provides a robust legal defense against criminal trespass charges if the premises are open to the public. George attempts to frame Steve's motives as seeking a confrontation, but Steve skillfully de-escalates while maintaining that journalism is not an act of aggression. In this encounter, Steve is legally correct to uphold his ID refusal because no crime has been committed. To protect their rights, citizens should follow Steve's lead, master local statutes, maintain ID refusal in the absence of reasonable suspicion, and never allow government employees to manipulate them with internal policies that hold no legal weight over the general public. Persistent ID refusal remains the strongest shield against unlawful government overreach.
Are you leaving, sir?
What's that?
Seems like you're walking off. Are you leaving?
No, I'm working.
Okay. What kind of work?
Journalist.
I don't know if they've told you. Just to let you know. Like, seems like you're doing for us. You are being recorded.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to let me know.
I'm
Watch
Scott with Renton Police Department.
Nice to meet you, Scott.
Yeah. What's your name?
Steve.
I'm sorry?
Steve.
Steve?
Yeah, I don't want to give you more than that, though.
That's fine. Yeah. So what?
Is this consensual?
Well, why would it not be?
Well, I can't assume. I mean,
You're here talking.
this isn't a detention or anything, is it?
I know what you're trying to do. You're not going to get a rise out of either of us.
Look.
Okay.
If you
So-
guys just want to get in your cars and leave, we can call it good right now. I'm not looking for confrontation. I'm not even looking to have a conversation with you. I'm just looking to finish my work.
So what work are you doing?
I already
Other
said I'm a
than
journalist
trying to
working on a story.
provoke I'm sorry?
I'm a journalist working on a story.
What story?
I don't want to share it now.
Have
So
you-
you probably see multiple journalists. There's the
Have you checked
really
in with
attractive ones on TV. That's not me. And then there's the ones that actually go out into the field
Have you
and
checked
work.
in with anybody here? Because this is not public property.
This isn't public property.
Not unless you have specific reasons to be here.
I do.
The public can be here,
Yeah.
but they need to check in at the office.
You don't have to identify to access public property. There's no restrictions on this property whatsoever. What restrictions are there?
I'll let you go on about your way, but you need to leave the property.
Okay, so you're telling me I have to leave the property right
Yes.
now? And if I don't leave the property, I'll be placed under arrest?
I didn't say that, did I?
Okay, so you're telling me, are you ordering me or are you asking me to leave? They're two different things.
I'm directing you to leave the property unless you follow procedure.
Okay, and if I don't leave the property, what happens?
We're not going to go down that road, Steve. Okay.
Well, look,
If you want to walk You stop to talk to us,
that's fine.
but I'm telling you, you need to leave the property.
And what happens if I don't leave?
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
I'm not doing that. I want a supervisor here.
I am the sergeant.
Yeah, well, there's people above sergeants.
You can deal with me.
Am I detained right now?
No, you're not.
Okay, so you don't suspect me of any crimes?
The arrival of Sergeant Scott from the Renton Police Department escalates the encounter to a higher legal level as he attempts to establish control through ambiguous commands. Steve immediately exercises ID refusal when asked for his name, providing only his first name without disclosing documents, a fundamental right protected under the Fourth Amendment. Sergeant Scott makes a significant error by claiming the location is not public property and ordering Steve to leave without citing any specific legal restrictions or prohibitive signage. The peak of Steve's ID refusal technique occurs when he forces Scott to distinguish between a request and a lawful order. Scott's admission that Steve is not detained and not suspected of a crime while still demanding he leave points toward potential police misconduct and a violation of the First Amendment. Steve is legally correct to demand a supervisor and maintain his ID refusal because no reasonable articulable suspicion exists. This encounter serves as a masterclass in ID refusal, forcing law enforcement to acknowledge your free status and questioning the lawfulness of any order to vacate public space. Vigilant ID refusal prevents officers from turning a consensual encounter into an unlawful detention.
Then why are you guys here?
Because we have a suspicious male on property where they shouldn't be doing things that are not normal.
Now, just to be on the safe side here, I checked my handy dandy 2025 Criminal Pocket Handbook.
Okay.
You know, because the session laws from 2024 may have updated it. They didn't change the laws. As much as I know Jay and Bob really wanted to change the laws to make suspicion a felony or even a misdemeanor, I checked it and it's still not a crime whatsoever. So the issue here,
What do you mean, what's not a crime?
suspicion.
You're right.
Okay, so look, you're trying to impede my First Amendment liberty to go around and gain B-roll footage, video and photo, so I can get my story completed. I have things to do here.
Okay.
You're ordering me off the property when you have no lawful authority to do so because there's nothing that restricts access here. Now, if there was a sign up there that says, and I don't go places I'm not allowed to go, there's a sign up there that said no trespassing, authorized personnel only, something like that, it'd be a completely different situation.
Yeah.
I would head out at that point.
Okay.
This is publicly accessible. I'm just working
For
on a story
people
like
with a
other
purpose.
journalists do. What?
For people that come here with a directed purpose.
No. Section 90 of Chapter 52 in the RCWs is really clear on defenses against criminal trespass. Okay. This is open to the public right now. It's implied consent for entry. We know this because when you go through the front gate, the only sign that's there says you're under video surveillance.
So if you want to go do your story, then go do your story. You stop to talk to me.
No, you called out to ask me a question.
Are you leaving, sir?
What's that?
Seems like you're walking off. Are you leaving?
I'm heading out. Now,
Okay, so you're free to go.
okay. And I don't have to leave the property.
Steve, you're free to go.
And like I said, I have no ill will intent against anyone. I'm not looking to harm or damage anything.
I don't know that.
What's that?
I don't know that.
I know. I'm trying to make a good
So you
faith
stop
effort.
to turn around. If you want to go, go.
I will. I'm also free to stop here. I just want to let you know. I just want to assuage concern. All right, there you go. I don't know why the sergeant had to get all frustrated like that. If you notice, he was trying to lock it in where he was ordering me off the property, and that just wasn't going to happen. He's trying to make it to where I left on my own accord. And again, I don't know why these people say, you know, I'm not gonna, you know, give you what you want, or I didn't even want them to show up. It's completely absurd. So we'll get inside here and get a public records request going.
Steve's legal victory is cemented as he utilizes the 2025 Criminal Pocket Handbook to dismantle Sergeant Scott's argument regarding suspicion. Under U.S. law, mere suspicion is not a crime, and Steve correctly asserts that Scott is impeding his First Amendment liberties by interfering with his filming. By citing the specific defenses against criminal trespass in RCW Chapter 52, Section 090, Steve proves that the lack of restrictive signage constitutes implied consent for public access. Steve's unwavering ID refusal forces Sergeant Scott to back down, eventually admitting that Steve is free to go and cannot be lawfully ordered to leave. This serves as a powerful demonstration that ID refusal is not merely about remaining silent, but about deploying legal literacy to check potential police misconduct. Steve emerges entirely victorious, successfully upholding his right to withhold identity and his right to document public infrastructure. The critical takeaway is that ID refusal, combined with a firm grasp of public property access laws, allows citizens to neutralize unlawful commands from government officials. Maintaining consistent ID refusal is the ultimate tool for ensuring that constitutional protections are respected during non-consensual encounters.
In summary, this encounter provides a stark example of the friction between civil liberties and government control. For grading, Steve receives an A for his profound legal literacy, calm demeanor, and masterful ID refusal technique. Conversely, Sergeant Scott is graded a D for issuing orders to vacate without legal standing and failing to distinguish between mere suspicion and actual criminal activity. The key legal pillars utilized include the First Amendment right to film, the Fourth Amendment protection of privacy, and Washington State Statute RCW 9A.52.090 regarding trespass defenses. When facing similar situations, remember, suspicion is not a crime. You should maintain ID refusal unless there is reasonable articulable suspicion, and always demand clarification on your detention status. Never allow intimidation to coerce you into waiving your constitutional rights. Subscribe to ID Refusal 101 to master the skills of self-protection. And be sure to visit the original channel to support Steve's vital work. In your opinion, if Steve hadn't mastered the RCW statutes, would Sergeant Scott have proceeded with an unlawful arrest? Let us know what you think.
Knowing your rights isn't being difficult, it's being prepared. If this video helped you understand your legal rights, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Drop a comment below, tell us your story, ask a question, or suggest the next encounter we should break down. This is ID Refusal 101, where we teach the basics of your right. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.